A 20% difference between 99 and 60? Now that's tough.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. How much do we spend on our bills? 370-some thousand. One of the most sought after and also one of the most taxing attributes on builds is the 3-point attribute. Recent testings found out that there's not much difference from having a 63-pointer to spending all that VC to max out one of the most taxing attributes on 2K25, a 99 3-pointer. Y'all not gonna believe this. I don't know what the hell them 2K devs doing out there. The good folks over at 2K Labs been providing us with endless amounts of resources and tons of information, insider information on everything going on in 2K25. But the results of this next test, it has to be like the last straw. Because I got one of them 99 3-ball builds, all red badges, and I'm still bricking out there. Even with a 99 3-ball, it feels like 2K is trying to keep me around 50%. And I personally don't mind missing like contested shots. 99 3-ball, you know, you kind of try to push the limits, shoot some leaners, or maybe shoot within tight windows of opportunity, tight gaps between defenders. But what irks me the most is having a 99 3-ball with all those red badges and missing wide open shots. The good folks at 2K Labs tested the 99 3-ball versus a 63 ball. And now missing those wide open shots begin to make a lot more sense. Before I show you guys these test results from the good folks at 2K Labs, if you're looking for the best jump shots tested, tried and true, you're struggling out there shooting, I highly recommend you join NBA 2K Lab Premium. They have a jump shot recommender and a jump shot tool that allows you to test your timing of your jump shot, and they'll recommend the best jump shot for you. If you consider joining NBA 2K Lab Premium at NBA2KLab.com, use promo code AllCity and you can save yourself 20%. Now let's take a look at these test results from 2K Lab testing the 99 3-ball versus a 63 ball.
Looking at 585 milliseconds on the chart, this represents the center of the green window. At a 60 rating with perfect timing, the make percentage sits at an even 50%, which kind of supports the theory that you can still be efficient at lower ratings, but you'll have to have really good timing. At the same 585 millisecond mark with a 99 3-point rating, we saw a 20% jump to about a 70% make rate. Keep in mind, this test did not include boost, hot zones, or badges, so theoretically, these percentages could be much higher.
No boost, no hot zones, and with a 63 ball, you can make about 50% of your shots. Maxing out one of the most taxing attributes on your bills, the 3-point attribute to 99 will only garner you an additional 20%, allowing you to make about 70% of your shots. There's a whole wealth and ton of information in this particular video. I'll leave a link to 2K Lab's full video in the description below. We're going to go over this video because they touch base on each individual 3-point attribute, and I think it goes in like increments of 5 or 10. We'll have that video for you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. But the way it stands right now, unless you're a comp guard playing against comp defenders, those sweaty locks, a 99 3-ball may prove to be overkill. The test results finding out that a 99 3-ball is only 20% better than a 63 ball was made taking over 100,000 shots. And I was thinking about this, like, let's put this into perspective. 20% better. A 99 3-ball has all these red badges. 63 ball extremely limited on badges. A 63 ball hitting 3 out of 10 shots and a 99 3-ball hitting 5 out of 10 shots. Is that a significant enough difference for wasting so many attributes on one of the most taxing attributes in the game? Let's put it in perspective. I got a 63 ball, I'm out there shooting, I go 3 for 10. The 99 point guard shoots 5 for 10, and we're arguing amongst each other, and I'm just like, homie, I got a 63 ball. You only hit 2 more shots than me. I understand Mike Wang wanted to put limitations on shooting and make shooting more difficult so folks aren't shooting like 70, 80 to 90% out there. But a 99 3-ball only being 20% better than a 63 ball, that's a bit excessive, at least in my opinion. You guys let me know if I'm tripping. Sound off in the comment section. You know what's even crazier, y'all, is that Mike Wang, he had asked the community, what is it that we want in regards to shooting? And this is where things get hella Confucius, because he presents us with 2 options, pretty much saying those are the only 2, asking the community if they have something better, share it with him. He then goes and creates these dramatic, extreme changes to shooting and tells us nothing about it. The good folks at 2K Lab have to figure this stuff out. Telling you guys even more reasons why you guys should consider joining NBA 2K Lab Premium. They really got that inside info. Let's go over the two options that Mike Wang presented to the 2K community, and then we'll talk about what he actually gave us, what we're dealing with right now. Before changing shooting to something completely different than what he presented to us, these are the two options that he gave us. In this post, he says this is really what it boils down to. If anyone has an idea for a better option than these two, I'd love to hear them. The first option was keep pure green windows, which I think a lot of players in the 2K community actually like. And this means there's no RNG. And I think after 2K25, we could all agree nobody likes RNG. But anyway, he says, which means for the sake of balance, the windows need to be pretty small like they are now so that good players don't shoot 80 to 90% from three. This makes shooting very difficult for casual players, and it's what we're dealing with now. Of course, casual players are going to have trouble shooting when you got to meet a learning curve. You shouldn't just get on the game and shoot automatic greens. But anyway, the second option that he presented to the 2K community was go back to bigger green windows that are easier for most people to hit, which makes it easier for casuals to shoot, but cap the excellent timing boost, reintroducing RNG, which is what we got on 2K25 to keep the game balanced. This is how 2K shooting has basically worked for the past 20 years. Those are the two options that he presented the 2K community once upon a time, and then he went a completely different direction, and he shared nothing about it. He didn't explain this is the direction we're taking. Mike Wang just pretty much did his own thing. Not only did he reintroduce RNG back into shooting, it seems like he mixed both options that he presented the community and then added an additional twist on top of it. Considering that we found out that a 99 3-ball is only 20% better than a 63 ball, it seems like we actually got smaller green windows in 2K25. To add insult to injury, Mike Wang also added an additional complication onto shooting with the random shifts in your green window that yet again the good folks over at NBA 2K Lab ended up finding out, because Mike Wang would have never told us anything about this stuff. Nobody at 2K would have ever mentioned this stuff. And don't you think it's important for the 2K community, the player base, to know that their green window, their windows of opportunity to hit a shot are randomly shifting on them? Don't you think that's important information for shooters out there? Like I mentioned in a previous video, the last time we heard from Mike Wang was like on December 2nd, months ago. We're playing NBA 2K25 and we haven't even heard from the gameplay director, the person who developed this game, in 2025. Absolute crickets and tumbleweeds. Now we know Mike Wang, he wants to bring shooting percentages back down to earth. I just think there has to be a better way of going about it, especially when over the last 20 years, 2K has allowed this shooting culture to develop. Players have become accustomed to practicing, learning their jump shot, and then going out there competing to shoot 80 to 90%, at least for some of the better players. The lesser skilled players will fall down into the 50s. 2K flipped this on its head because shooting 50 used to be an insult. We used to tell people you're 50 because you would only hit half of your shots. That was supposed to be an insult. Now shooting 50% on NBA 2K25 is somewhat of a compliment. And I understand that some of you guys may be in agreement that we should be lowering the shooting percentages, but we forget that this is a video game, and if we're in the lab practicing to hit our shots, to learn our visual cue, then our efforts should be recognized in game. In other words, bricking wide open shots because we all know that 2K is forcing us to miss shots, it doesn't feel good to anybody. 2K has made it so that you can't practice to get better. Not to mention, you break down your opponent, whether it be an ankle breaker or just a good dribble combination, take a wide open shot and brick that, it goes against the culture and it undermines the individual player's skills. And this type of stuff just happens way too often on NBA 2K25, and there's too many instances where we see that 2K is lacking. There's a lack of effort on 2K's behalf. So although I understand they want to bring shooting percentages down, there's too many instances in the game, like through physics, that say they didn't put enough effort in to start dropping shooting percentages. It just doesn't feel realistic. It feels forced. They are forcing us to miss shots. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel good. Anyway, as always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this stuff, so sound off in the comment section below. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.